cyclones and drought put up to 200 fully migrating bird species at risk. To do our research, we combine information on drought and cyclones for the past 30 years with information on the distribution of 383 fully migrating bird species. And then we brought all this together to get a sense of how much those birds are experiencing on average drought and cyclones. A good example of a fully migrating bird species are the swift. And what we found in our study is that up to 95% of their population have experienced at some point extreme drought, either in their breeding or in their wintering range over the past 30 years.
Migratory bird species have a uniquely potent role in maintaining ecosystem functioning across the world, across their migratory range, whether it's from pollination or acting as prey species or even pest control. And to see reports of declines of 50% or more in recent years is really devastating. And bearing in mind that this is only going to get worse in terms of climate change in the future, we have to be on top of this in understanding just how threatened these birds are. Migratory species as a whole are under incredible pressure right now. We're seeing massive declines across birds and others. And that's in spite of the fact that migration is such an important life history. It's evolved over millions of years to exploit resources in ways that you just couldn't do otherwise. And unfortunately, the balances are now shifting. The pressures are so great that it's becoming less and less viable, and the populations are declining to unrecognizable levels. This trend not only threatens the birds involved, but the entire global network of ecosystems and the ecosystem functions that the birds provide. We need joined up conservation actions across breeding and wintering sites to ensure the protection of these species. And that's alongside transformative action on climate change across the board.
Right now, world leaders are in Dubai, COP28, climate change conference, to discuss how to fix the climate change crisis. This study adds up to the huge amount of evidence as to how climate change is impacting biodiversity. To get a chance at fixing the biodiversity, the nature crisis, we need to fix the climate crisis. Now, we know what we need to do. What we're really missing is the political will to act on those decisions. And I sincerely hope that world leaders will take the opportunity at COP28 to really move us into action, not just discussion.